Yo, it is Tyro, and today we're gonna talk about what if Naruto was Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen. I hope you guys enjoy, and enjoy the what if, bro. Naruto as a child felt like he could see everything, even when his eyes were closed. He was aware of what was around him. Naruto started to have major headaches because of this. This made Naruto close his eyes more often, which made him realize that the pain would go away. So he started wearing a blindfold. It didn't really make a difference sight-wise, but the pain wasn't there anymore. Naruto also was very popular with girls, since he was good at everything he did. Because of this, he stopped trying to pick up hobbies. And even though he was good at almost everything, one thing he couldn't do was he couldn't use ninjutsu. But for some reason, this made zero difference to strength. Naruto had a special ability since birth. He can coat himself in infinity, but only in short bursts. This allowed nothing to touch him unless he wanted it to. But the day he found out was the worst day of his life. He was 8 when he heard a noise from the Uchiha side of the village. He went to investigate since it seemed like no one else was going to do it. When he was there was a hell of a sight. Blood filled the streets. Agony, pain, screaming. Naruto would walk through the village until he stumbled across a man. This man was Itachi Uchiha. "I'm sorry, kid," Itachi muttered, as he rose his sword and swung it, but it didn't connect. Naruto was just standing there, as the sword was not even touching him. "Why can't it touch you?" Itachi would ask himself, but partially to Naruto. As Naruto looked up, Naruto put his hands in the air, as he was extremely scared. This was a reactional, like any other person would do. His palms would glow bright red, as then the red from the palms would be formed into a ball and shot at Itachi. Luckily, Itachi dodged it, and the giant ball was blasted through the Uchiha village, nearly hitting a young boy. "What was that?" Naruto asked himself, as Itachi just disappeared. Naruto then ran away, as he didn't want to be blamed for the massacre. Now that Naruto's 13, he knows his abilities well. He learned that the red energy had the ability to repel, and the blue energy had the ability to attract. And he can combine these energies to create purple, which was just the ability to destroy. He can also control the idea of infinity. Basically, think of point A and B and how there's infinite fractions in between. So point A and B theoretically shouldn't touch. Think of it like that. It's not stopping something, just slowing it down. He can cover it around his body, but it's very hard for him to cover it at specific points. For some reason, Naruto can do these abilities, but he couldn't use ninjutsu, which in this world was a bad thing. This caused Naruto to fail every exam over and over, being laughed at over and over again. But one day, Naruto had enough. He went up to Iruka. "If I beat you in a fight, you have to graduate me to Genin," Naruto said with a bunch of confidence, like normal. Iruka chuckled as the class laughed. "You know what? I'll humor you. I agree." Everybody of the class went outside and formed a circle. Naruto and Iruka formed the seal of reconciliation to start the spar. Naruto kept his hand in the seal. Naruto walked up to Iruka as he looked him in the eye. "You can't hit me," Naruto said. Iruka tested this out, being still trying to, humor Naruto. He kicked Naruto, but nothing connected. Iruka was just standing still. Everybody was in shock as Naruto had a smirk. Iruka let down his foot. "What's going on?" As Naruto replied, "Nothing's going on. You're just too weak." As Naruto's palm began to glow red and delivered a palm strike towards Iruka's chest. Luckily, he dodged backwards, so he was pretty much out of range. As Naruto yelled, "Curse technique, red." I should probably explain why he calls it curse technique. It's because it's just not chakra. Just bear with me. Thank you. Curse technique, red. As the red ball shot at Iruka. "This shouldn't kill you. You just would get knocked out," Naruto tells Iruka with a smile. Sasuke, seeing this, begins to have flashbacks to that night, which, just thinking about it, made him activate his Sharingan. Iruka was knocked out by Naruto's attack. A few hours later, Iruka woke up. "Naruto, is that you?" Iruka asked. "Shit, did you win?" As Iruka was trying to remember what happened, bits and pieces came back. Naruto shook his head in agreement. Iruka then gets helped up by Naruto, and Iruka has a short smile. "A deal's a deal. Congratulations, Naruto. You are now a Genin." As Naruto smiled. "Damn, better believe it, boy," as Naruto yelled. Naruto then walked back home. He would celebrate with some Ichiraku ramen with Iruka. Iruka would then gift Naruto the headband. "I was going to give this to my son, but no wife. So, here you go." Naruto just smiled. Is there any way you can kind of bend the metal a little?" Iruka asked why, as Naruto said, "I kind of need a blindfold." Iruka finally asked the question, as he had never asked Naruto this before. "Why do you wear a blindfold, Naruto?" As Naruto states, his eyes, he can see everything. Chakra, and even genjutsus. Nothing really tricks him. But it sucks. I can see monsters. I hate it. I can even see the different types of chakra. It just hurts. I'd rather be blind to the world so I can experience new stuff than always seeing what's going to be ahead of me. Besides, it's not like I need to actually see the enemy. I could still beat someone's ass. Naruto chuckled with a smile. Iruka began to notice that Naruto's hair began to get whiter and whiter day by day. We then cut to see a discussion with the elders of the village. "There's no way we can let a monster become a ninja," an old man yelled. "But he beat a Chunin in a spar. Even calling him weak as he beat him," an old lady said. "True, but that monster is the one who killed Lord Fourth," another old man said. "But he also killed the Nine Tails and half of the village." An old woman continued the conversation. They argued and argued. It would have seemed like for hours until a man with white hair walked into the room. "You wanted to see me?" the white-haired man asked. "Yes, Kakashi. We wanted to see you about this Naruto boy," the old man said. An old woman asked, "Kakashi, is this your child?" Kakashi looked pretty much in confusion. "My child? What do you mean?" As an old man then states, "Well, according to this boy's appearance, he has white hair, more and more of it every single day." We just were wondering. Kakashi would then reply, is this really what you wanted me to talk about? No, I don't have a child, at least to him on my knowledge. An old man states, back to what's important. This Naruto boy, he's extremely powerful. A bit too powerful. An old man. Our old man then continues, yeah, he might be a threat to the village. Kakashi would then reply, aren't you exaggerating a little bit? How old is he anyway? As an old woman would say, 13. Kakashi would then reply, I mean, those are more rare cases, aren't they? And then an old man commented, he's the one who killed the Nine Tails as a baby. Kakashi's expression went from bored to amazed. Look, he's also the one who killed Lord Fourth. And he just so happens to be Lord Fourth's son. We haven't decided to kill him or make our own weapon yet. Look, we just need some intel on him. You're going to be a sensei, so you have to go on some missions, and depending on what we get from you, Naruto Uzumaki would either die or live. An old woman exclaimed. Wow, you're really making a big deal out of this, huh? Kakashi said. Alright, I'll do a training exercise. That should be enough, right? Kakashi then asked. The elders nodded as Kakashi walked out of the meeting. The next day, Iruka announced the teams. And Team 7 would be Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, and Sakura Haruno. When this was announced, all the girls stared daggers at Sakura, since she was teamed with pretty much the most popular boys in the academy. But they were also the last one to get their senseis. Eventually, hours later, Naruto then said, guys, get in your seats, Kakashi's coming in. And everybody looked confused when a ninja came in with white hair. My name is Kakashi Hadake. Hey, go meet me on the rooftop. And she walked out. Sakura looked kind of amazed. I mean, Naruto had a blindfold on. How could he possibly know? They eventually get up to the rooftop. When they all sit down, Sakura looks at Kakashi, then looks at Naruto. She thinks to herself that they look exactly the same. Well, almost. Naruto still is kind of blonde. Like I said, my name's Kakashi Hatake, and you're going to tell me your name, likes, dislikes, and dreams, alright? Starting with you. As he pointed at Naruto Uzumaki. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like to fight, and I like ramen. I don't really dislike anything, and my dream is to become the strongest being of all time. Kakashi thought about what Naruto just said. His impression of him was that it didn't seem like he had any bad intentions for the village. Then he points at Sakura. Alright, your turn. My name is Sakura Haruno. My likes are, as she paused to think, all she can think of was Naruto and Sasuke, but there had to be more. She then thought about strong ninjas, strong kunoichis, as she continued. My dislikes are flowers, and my goal was to become the strongest kunoichi. Kakashi's first impression of Sakura was that she probably prioritized love over training, as it was kinda obvious she liked Sasuke and Naruto. Sasuke, hey, now your turn. As Sasuke would continue. My name is Sasuke Uchiha. My goal is to kill a certain person. I don't dislike anyone, nor do I dislike anything. Kakashi's first impression of Sasuke was that he's a younger him, a bit edgy. Now that introductions are out of the way, it's time to talk training. Meet me at the training ground at 6 a.m. and don't eat breakfast, because if you do, you'll regret it. Kakashi then disappears. Naruto sighs. It was just a waste of time. As he walked down, He was halfway home when Sasuke caught up to him. Naruto Uzumaki, I need to fight you. Naruto turned around. Fight me? I mean, at least you're being blunt about it, but still, why? Because Sasuke then looks at Naruto. There's something off about you. You wear a blindfold, yet you can walk perfectly around the town. It doesn't add up. Naruto would then continue. Well, I can see chakra after all, without my eyes even being open. Sasuke then scoffed at this. Liar, it's either you tell me the truth or I'll kick your ass. As Naruto smiled, he lifted up one finger. You're too weak to kick my ass, Sasuke. As Naruto activated his infinite shield. Sasuke then ran up and punched Naruto, but it didn't land. It was just sitting there. Sasuke would then ask, what is this? As Naruto would then look at Sasuke. Have you ever heard of infinity? Sasuke's eyes were wide open. Naruto then explained. And don't worry, your body isn't stopped. It's still moving, just infinitely slow. Oh, you're never gonna touch me at all. Sasuke then activated his Sharingan. Then what about that red energy I saw with Iruka? Naruto then explained. Oh, I call those cursed techniques. Basically, I can push away anything and I can attract anything. And if I combine them, I can destroy anything. Sasuke didn't want to believe this. What are cursed techniques? Then how come you can't use any ninjutsu if you're so strong? Naruto then just sighed. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. As Sasuke would then scoff, trying to rile up Naruto. Because you're a weak loser. As Naruto would then sigh. I'm not the one standing still. As he then turned off his infinite barrier, grabbed Sasuke's arm and pretty much threw him aside and kept on walking. Sasuke can look at Naruto in hatred. This guy, he can't be that strong. To destroy anything, impossible. He then got up and walked home. And that, my friends, is when we're going to end off this part. I am so sorry that I wanted to do this for a while. I like Gojo's side. Gotaro. I like Gojo Satoru. He's a very chill person. It's just, I always thought of him as Kakashi 2.0, but more OP. I'm going to do a little special. If we hit 300 subscribers, it's not going to be what you might expect. I'm just going to say that the 300 subscriber special, it's going to be a little different, if you know what I mean. But subscribe if you enjoyed. I definitely did. Hit that notification bell, because a lot of you guys don't really subscribe to me when you watch. It'd be nice if you did that, you know. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Social Blade says we're gonna hit 1,000 subscribers in 10 months. Prove them wrong, boy. Let's go, dog. All right, bye.